women's volleyball team recently completed a rare back-to-back. The team making a victory sooner as they accomplished it against their arch-rival Ateneo.
All right, joining us this evening are members of the back-to-back champion team, Maria Micaela Esperanza, the setter, season MVP, Abigail Marano. That's the rookie, Mika Reyes, also joining us. Carol Ann Cerveza, also with us. Sinabi ko? Also with us, the libero, Jemmy Tatlong Hari. Michelle Gumabaw, also with us. There you go, right in the middle. Maria Carmela Garden, also. Rookie of the Year, Victonara Aragalang, as we call her. Also with us, Alexandra Tan. Another rookie, tama, right? Camille Cruz. Rochelle Season.
Cute, kamagana ko siguro eh.
Joshelle Tew also is with us. And finals MVP, Charlene Chuck Cruz.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for coming. Just kidding, just kidding.
Okay, we're also joined by Coach Renea Sayet. Yeah, and of course, Assistant Coach Noel Orculio, and ang pinakabata sa kanila, Nasal Athletic Director Nonong Canano.
And I'm sure Coach Ramil Jesus is watching.
Coach Ramil,
congratulations to Coach.
Okay, so the best question.
Coach Noel, I'll ask first, kasi that's 7 championships. Bago natin pag-usapan yung kampyonato this year, I want to talk about parang overview lang. Paano yung programa mismo ng Lasal, especially the last decade, has been, you guys have been very dominant, not only in terms of winning titles, but how you win the titles. 13-1, 12-2, 14-0. Ano yung nagiging angat nyo pagdating dun sa programa mismo ng Lasal sa volleyball?
Maybe it's the program of Coach Ramil. Kasi, more on nakatuto kami sa bawat isa. Yung skills ng mga bata, yun yung pinagtutuunan namin. Yung example, sa spikers, hindi kami tumitigil sa pagtuturo hanggat hindi nila nakukuha yung gusto ni Coach Ramil.
Yung labanan sa recruitment, mas matindi na ba ngayon? This year, yung mga nabibigyan sa recruitment.
Sobra.
I say the last 4 or 5 years, medyo mabigat na laban.
Sobra ngayon.
Parang basketball na nga yung usapan, diba?
Same as basketball ngayon. Talagang
kanya-kanya mo pa.
Wala.
Volleyball na ako.
Lang yun, chismis lang.
No,
just to give you an idea, I was talking with Coach Ramil the other day before he left for his vacation. Just like basketball, they're really looking at players as early as 1st or 2nd year high school. So, ganun sa I think sa basketball they're looking at as early as grade school. But just to see the development siguro of volleyball and how early they try to look for talents.
Pero no, is it really that big a deal already within Lasal as an institution? Is really expanding its volleyball program to include. I mean, you've well said it. It could probably go as low as grade school already in the coming years.
Well, another example. Coach Ramil is also coaching the high school women's team of the
which won the championship.
So as early as that time, they're also looking for talents.
At this time, looking for another school to study.
No, but. Another sidelight of this is, for example, si Ara, who comes from Pampanga. She's very popular there already, So a lot of girls
it
there.
Inspires them.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
No, but my question here is it a chicken and egg situation? Is it because the team is doing so well that it's helping the sport, or is it because the sport has really been on the rise, that's why the team is doing
and also
well?
a lot of that. Because the team is doing so well that a lot of the students want to go there and try out for the team.
I think first it has a lot to do with ABS-CBN's coverage. I mean, we've been used to just basketball. Over the last few years, ABS has been giving a lot of exposure to the other sports. So that has given volleyball really a base. I remember when we were when volleyball was being played in the UP gym, and people were just standing around. Now it has its own following. These girls, you know, after the game, a lot of people wait outside.
At wala siyang kaagaw kasi tapos na yung basketball.
And speaking of which, let me jump to that. Of course, her last year of playing will direct the question. No, because he was talking about one of the more popular players, and admittedly, the last couple of years, Cha Cruz has been one of the more popular players for the league. How is this championship different? Kasi yung taon na naglaro ka sa Lasal, involved ka sa if you're not in the finals, you're winning the finals. So, paano ma-describe tong championship na your last, I mean?
Siguro the difference would be this season, siguro ako lang yung seniors left. As in, medyo malaki yung gap between ako and then the following is third year na. And I'm already now graduated. I just graduated. And siguro last season, tatlo kaming batch. As in, tatlo kaming batchmates. So, the difference would be, siguro ako lang yung mag-isa. More than the last.
And sabi mo sa akin, we had an interview prior to the start of the finals. You said na medyo, last year pa nila pinapakiusapan ka na bumalik for your last final playing year para alalayan yung mga bagong, mas batang player. Tama ba yun?
Yeah, siguro kaya rin ako nag-stay for another year, which is hindi naman ako nag-regret. And para siguro mag-guide. Kasi siguro I can say na medyo immature pa, in a sense na yung pagka-gel sa loob na biglang mawawala lahat ng seniors. And then, so siguro yun.
Okay, I'll ask Michelle about how the game was played and how
intense it was.
How intense it was.
I'm putting words into your mouth.
There was a lot of trash talking. There was a lot of trash talking, but more than that, a lot of people were raving about how you defended, especially in the finals. Tell us more about it.
So for me, kasi trash talking isn't a bad thing inside the court. Kasi for me, it would be a big help for my teammates. Kasi when your teammates see you very intense inside the court, so pati sila madadala. So I do it not because of myself, I do it for my teammates na madala ko sila na same intensity kami lahat dun sa taas. And it's not my motive to bring down the other players if that's the consequence. So it's their loss na lang. So if they can parang bear it, parang I do it for my teammates kasi, for our sake. So yun, in the end, I know naman my teammates really benefit if they see me shout and do all my intense space.
Natutunan mo, right? You learned that from your seniors too when you were a rookie. Right?
And from my coach.
Let's not go there.
They've set the example for her, so we clarify that this is all part of the sport. It's all part of the game. Coach, I want to ask, you have two rookies in the first six. So, was it, when you saw na ito yung magiging first six nyo, did you see a 14-0 sweep? Or did you see a dominant season knowing compared to last year na maraming veterano?
Actually po, hindi po ganun kami kasigurado na masasweep namin yung season ngayon. Kasi yun nga, malaking bagay yung kawalan ni Jack Alarca and Steph Mercado sa team. So, for us, malaking adjustment ang ginawa para ma-gel yung dalawang rookie, maihabol sa skills and sa lahat ng aspeto. Especially yung loob, yung puso nila.
Aspect of the game. Guys, I have to ask the MVP a question before we let the ladies fighters know. Kasi may mga balita. Wala kasi ako nung finals. So the last two or three games of the finals. Not my point. But I'm saying na may mga balita na nabasa ko na you were surprised with the MVP award. Si Abigail Marano, by the way. And it affected that game that you played. Naapektuhan ka raw yung laro no after na awarding. Totoo ba yun? Can you clear the air? Was it just a bad game or naapektuhan ka ba? Nagulat ka ba talaga?
I think it was just a bad game. Kasi there are times naman talaga sa player na may mga araw na hindi off ka. And siguro that particular day, dun lang tumapat. Pero I think it's as a challenge na sa championship, hindi to pwede mangyari. At kailangan kong bumawi. So yun, parang yun. Kaya parang yung naging pinanghawakan ko po.
Right. Well, congratulations on the MVP.
Congratulations.
Congratulations to LaSalle. And, you know, they also are doing something that not the previous LaSalle teams have done, you know, guesting in TV shows and radio shows and all of that. So I'm very happy for all of you and for your school and for volleyball in general.
Yes.
Na parang baka mag-trailblaze sila in getting the sport into the mainstream. So congratulations. Okay, time now for a recap of last week's hot ticket. Ooh, it was an NBA point guard showdown between the flavor of the month, Jeremy Lin of the New York Knicks, and the #1 draft pick of 2011, Kyrie Irving of the Cleveland Cavaliers. Irving outscored Lin 22-19, but Lin out-rebounded him and handed out more assists.
I demand a recount.
The Knicks also won the game 120-103. Boyett gets the point for picking Lin Sandy.
Kaya ka na yung t-shirt.
Okay, well, sorry.
Ito rin nabili niya kasi.
Sa kanta ko lang nakuha yan, don't worry. Time now for this week's hot ticket. It's a classic. The Boston Celtics versus the Los Angeles Lakers. Boston has won 5 straight games. Naka-green pa pala. While the Lakers, despite their loss in Detroit today, have been looking pretty good the past few weeks. All right, we gotta make this quick.
Ikaw, boom. Ikaw ang galing dun eh.
I'll go with green dahil nandito sila. Patay ako pag hindi, di ba? So I'll go with Boston.
So palabasin muna natin.
No, and I like the way they played against New York the last game. I saw that game in overtime, so I'm sticking with Boston.
I'm going with Boston.
Yes, you are.
#1, good game today. Good win today by the Celtics. I think them playing at home and playing the Lakers will be a totally different story because a lot of people have been starting to doubt how good Danny Ainge's mind is, and as well as Doc Rivers, how he can control this team. And Rondo is there.
Oh, so?
Let's make it unanimous.
Yeah.
The pressure from the green side, I see.
No, because, again, like, I would have, if we had had this conversation 2 weeks ago, I would have had my doubts.
Yes.
But, and everybody's talking about Kobe's mask. I mean, who cares?
The black one.
It's now the Black Hornet. And for our last shot tonight, if you think Dwight Howard is unhappy in Orlando, check out this quote from his coach, Stan Van Gundy, after the Magic lost a 20-point lead and got blown out by the league-worst Charlotte Bobcats. He says, "Our guys are satisfied that we came in with the 3rd best record in the East and the 5th best record in the league. They're satisfied with that. I don't think there's any push to be better or any push to be great. There is, it doesn't show up in games."
That wasn't a tweet, right?
Too long to be a tweet, and so it is.
And they were behind, they were up by 18, I think, at one point, and still lost. Again, congratulations, and we want to thank the DLSU Lady Spikers for being here. The coaches, the coach from Hill, congratulations. I'm Boom Gonzalez. Thank you very much for watching.
Special thanks to Vision Express, Cubic Red Eyewear, Daniel Hector, and to TWC. Halo ka mo, Boyett season here.
And I'm Bill Velasco. Join us again next Wednesday when we hit hard and hit strong when we play Hardball! Good night, God bless you.
Thank you, LaSalle. On Sunday, ba?
Kailan ko yung party?
Ayan, mabatili ng mga boyfriends. Boyfriend, mga yung mga Wednesday lang na boyfriend.